It's like to sit on this time out. Yeah. That's right. We want to have like funds. That's the best. And the real estate on that. If I was start out, I can track down. I can do something.
All right, everybody. Welcome. The Real Soul What's for Wednesday. We're excited. My name is Keith Bottom. I am the education director, one of the instructors here. Appreciate you guys hanging out, see some new faces. So we're excited to get started. We got our one sponsor, Southern Flooring Solutions. Tim, can you come up and tell us a little bit about that? And he said that this is actually a larger class. We're going to bring them back another time because he said this is actually part of a larger class that they're condensing down just to a short presentation. So
we're getting the Cliff Notes.
Yeah, we're going to kind of get the Cliff Notes version, and we'll have them back. But I'll give the floor, Tim. If you want to kind of just put yourself in front of them there, yep. And then,
well, good morning, everyone. I'm Tim with Southern Flooring Solutions. I'm Sandy here with you today. Our reps, Michael. We're going to get the drawing part out of the way in case you forget at the end. So if you'll pass to run it, get back around. Quick.
Oh, I actually have one.
How you doing?
yeah, absolutely. I don't need to. Yeah. No. I'm actually gonna sit in another seat, so you're good.
Each one of y'all should have a little basic information flyer about what we do and what services we provide, as well as the few reps that we have. Mariah is our daughter. She does our cabinetry design in-house. She's doing a bunch of designs this morning, or she would be here. And Michael is one of our outside sales reps. We service just about the entire triangle. We've done jobs as far as Wilmington, as far as Virginia. This kind of depends on what is needed and works in the budget or not. Basically, what we put this slide together for was basically design for realtors, because we imagine a scenario where you're out Thursday evening trying to list someone's house and you carpets and or something needs to be replaced, and they're kind of looking for you for guidance about what that may cost them to do to be able to list the house. We'll get back to you in a week is not a really good answer in that scenario. So what we've done, we went and looked back at the average cost of jobs of different flooring types. So we're going to quickly just go over what these ranges look like that you can relate to your customer and hopefully get that house listed that night. So if they're comfortable with that price range, so we do expand on this a little bit more. I'm just going to give you the highlights. We do include the notebook so you can write down the ranges I'm about to give you. You can also reach out to anyone on there, myself, Sandy, or anybody on the information sheet you have if you want to schedule a one-on-one and get some more in-depth information of how we come up with this pricing that we're getting ready to give you and what else we do in full detail. The first flooring category we're talking about real quick is carpet, because that's, you probably see it too, but the number one thing that has to be changed if it's nasty. You cannot put an allowance usually in there for carpet and say, hey, if they walk in, see and smell and look at dirty carpet, it's usually a no. So carpet replacement is running about $5 to $8 per square foot. So what does that mean? It means demoing the old carpet, putting in new pad. It does include furniture, so if it's an empty house, that price would come down. And that gives them a fair range. Now, being realtors and being tied into the market, it's probably going to be a little less than that. But we're trying to give you numbers to look like the rock star. If someone said, hey, I got 1,000 square feet of carpet, it needs to be replaced, and it's the decision on whether I list this house or not. And you say, well, that's going to be $5,000 to $8,000, and they're okay with that range, you might be able to get that listing and get out there, and we're going to get out there and hopefully make you look like rock star to say, hey, but really only 4,500. We don't want to go higher. Yeah. No one wants to go higher. So there's a little bit of fluff and beef in there to kind of get it count for some variables. So carpet, $5 to $8 a square foot. LVP and laminate is the next category. That's going to be typically in the $9 to $12 a square foot range. These prices include demo and hauling out, like the turnkey job. With LVP and laminate, it also includes replacing the shoe molding. Does not include painting the shoe molding. That's a different scenario, but again, LVP and laminate be in the $9 to $12 square foot range. And again, these are prices to your homeowner. We're kind of in the trade. it's probably gonna be less than that. But again, we're trying to set you up for success and not, again, not come out and say it's $10,000 more than one building per foot. That's not a good scenario. Engineered hardwood and hardwood, about $13 to $17 per foot. And that's pre-finished. If they want to extend hardwoods, which doesn't happen a lot to lift the house, but if they want to extend the hardwoods, it's probably gonna be a little more than that because we have to refinish those and sand and pre-finish. It's $13 to $17 a square foot in that range.
And that's, you said finish.
Pre-finished, yeah, so unfinished hardwood kind of, it goes by market price a little bit, it just depends. It got really bad during COVID, it has calmed down a lot. It went up like 60% in the middle of COVID because supply and demand basically on that. The other thing we do is we also do sand and refinishing of hardwoods. We do see this a lot when someone's listing house, the floors are just in terrible condition. We're telling homeowners we're about $6 to $6.50 a square foot to refinish hardwoods. Again, all the hard surface prices that I'm giving you includes replacing the shoe molding. So it's part of the function that we do. It does not include a mover. So a lot of people are hesitant or give pushback on refinishing their hardwood floors when they realize all their furniture has to be out and they have to be out for 3 to 5 days, for 4 to 5 days. We can handle the moving part and we can make that a turnkey price to them. It'll just be a little bit higher than those ranges. But again, we're just trying to set some realistic expectations for homeowners because I cannot tell you how many times we went out and give a $10,000 hardwood quote and the homeowner's like, oh, I thought it would be $3,500. It is to their defense, you know, flooring's been through every bit of increases that all y'all have seen. It's just they're not buying flooring every day. So flooring even still is probably up 35-40% of what pre-COVID prices. So on average, it's starting to come down a little bit, but then it also depends. There's major problems getting ready to happen with some of the ports and the Suez Canal. Like they're starting to impose. Like Mohawk is imposing like a 5 cents a square foot import fee now because they're having to sail around the Suez Canal with their containers. But so those things, it's always changing. It's always changing. So those are just some preliminary pricing to kind of hopefully you're able to talk a little bit about flooring to your customer without getting too involved. Hopefully you're getting that listing and you're calling us and we'll get out there and give them an actual quote in a couple of days. Carpet jobs are usually the ones with, like I said, listings that we see that need to be done right away. Like you know when you walk in usually. Most carpet jobs, unless it's a massive house, we're usually doing those in a day. So anything under 1,500, 1,600 square feet of carpet, it's usually a 1-day job. And if it's not, it's a 2-day job. So usually we can change the carpet out most economically and the quickest.
Does that include moving furniture?
Does include moving furniture. So moving furniture, we'll move the big things. We won't move the little things. Personal items, electronics, pictures, frames, all that. They just got to be taken care of. We just don't want them to break anything that may be just a thing to us and a heirloom to you, kind of thing. So we work around furniture all the time, so that's not a problem. So as a quick overview of what we were talking about. But like I said, you can reach out to us. We'd be happy to get lunch, talk to you about it, give you some realistic pricing. Ideally, your pricing is going to be less than that, but the homeowner, we're just trying to set a rate. We don't want to go all the way to Youngsville, give a $20,000 hardwood quote and get, oh, I thought it was going to be 6. So we had this conversation when we get homeowners calling in, we give them the same information. Mm-hmm. If they're comfortable with those ranges, then we set an appointment and go out and see them, kind of thing, because it's just too much time. You know how your time's money, and you don't mind going to Youngsville if it's going to be productive. But if it's not, and you weren't on the same page to begin with, then everybody loses in that scenario. So yeah, we'd be happy to expand a little bit further. We do cabinetry and countertops as well. We do that in home. We have about 5 or 6 lines that we offer right now. We just picked up Craft Made about 6 months ago, and Craft Made, pretty much everybody's heard of Craft Made, especially on the retail side. Our daughter Mariah does all of our designs in-house, and we can handle that part as well. We can do cabinetry painting and things like that. If you have a painter that you're using already, we're probably not going to beat his price. Where we win cabinet painting jobs is it's part of a total package. Like we're doing the floor and countertops, and then also painting the cabinets, so they don't have to call multiple vendors and schedule multiple people. We handle all that. So whoever you're point in contact with would be our company, would be the only person you have to call. And the other thing I'll say about that is, so when homeowners like, oh, I have a painter I can call, there's still only going to be one job to that painter. Like they're going to be a one-off most of the time. these people, these companies have done hundreds of jobs for us. We have a lot of leverage as far as making sure everything's done right. They call us back, like getting things scheduled like quickly because we do a lot of business together. Whereas if you're the average homeowner, we're like, okay, this person's ever going to need one job for me. So that's an advantage too. So again, if you want any more information, all our contact information should be there. You can text, call, whatever's easier for you. And we'd be happy to go a little bit depth of what we're talking about. Maybe we'll show you some of the product pricing. This is average product. It's not the cheapest product out there. We try to get ranges where they have some choices. It's not gonna be like, hey, you can pick from these 3 carpets. So if that carpet price range, you'll probably have 20, 25 different styles to pick from. There are some products that we call relocation carpet. It would probably be closer to the $4 range. It's far like sometimes it's like we just gotta get something in here. It'll be a little less than that $5 to $8 range, but we try to give them options because no one wants to hear whether you're building a house or not, this is your budget, but you can pick 2 things. You know, they want to hear that. They want to hear the budget and a million selections anymore. That's about the end of my.
The only other thing I want to add is we do offer financing, 12 months, 0% financing. I know it doesn't apply really when they're buying a home because they don't want that hit on their credit, but when they're selling a home, they could use the financing, get the floors fixed, and then pay it off when they sell the home. So that's an option that we have as well.
Awesome.
Yes,
On the cabinetry, do you do things like repairs or if they want to add stuff to their cabinetry or just?
we do not currently because we don't have a good source for that. And then it can be really hard to match cabinets. If it's a new build or something like that, and you know exactly the manufacturer and the color, but it's really hard to get that to look right. And we're not good at that yet. So until we get it figured out, until we get the process down, repair, and it's repairs in general. So what does that mean? So like if we do a hardwood job or LVP, if we're doing the job, we'll come back and repair if there's any discrepancy. But usually we don't do hey, I don't know what that is, can you fix it kind of thing? Because
But if they know what it is, you can.
yeah, if we know what it is and we can, so the reason why it's like, well, we don't do your repairs. Well, it's hard when you're doing a repair, you're doing demo because you don't really know what's there until you take it up. And it's not always a good case scenario when you do that. So we say, hey, that repair is going to be $500, and we come taking everything up, all the stuff where it's replaced, the doors is rotted, now it's going to be $2,500. So it's just hard to gauge what that is, and it can be a pretty negative process. So we just stay away from it. So we did bring a couple gift baskets today that we're give away. And
No.
Want me to draw?
I'm responsible.
I want to be responsible.
Look, no.
No cheating. We have Ashley.
Yeah. You'll help me set up this meeting.
yes,
I don't want to draw it.
you look at
Nice.
I don't want
it's torture for you.
to. Jarman Homes, Joy Jarman.
Congrats.
Again, thanks for your time. If there's anything you need or a question you have, even if you're saying, hey, we're hearing this number, does that sound right to you? We'd be happy to offer expertise on that list.
And there's sandwiches out there, and there's also a small ring that's vegetarian in case somebody doesn't like meat. We have that out there. So, but cookies, chips. Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you much. All right, I'll get there on it. All right. Without further ado, Canva branding and keeping your Canva organized. By the agent that needs no introduction, Cosplay Caitlin Jackson.
Hi.
I do also see some new faces here. So if we haven't met, I am Caitlin Jackson. I'm the Cosplaying Realtor here in Raleigh. That's how I brand myself. That's my niche. Thank you guys for joining me today.
Yes.
So if you guys want to follow along, I'm going to show you guys how to organize your Canva. So it makes it easier as you start adding those projects, adding all those pictures to go back and find them later. Let's go. All right. Oh, wait, I got a screen share. Hang on. I can do this. I got it. Yeah. Share. Nailing it. Okay. So here we're just on the home screen of Canva.
you can see, I'm going to show you, there's these little highlighted names underneath all of my pieces of work. That's showing you the folder that it's in. So if it doesn't have one, it's not yet in a folder. So let's start by making a folder. You guys might enjoy folders like I do, the same way that all of your buyers have to have a folder, and then they're going to have each folder for each house, and then the offer and exec papers and so on and so forth. So we're going to start. We're going to go over to this icon here called projects. I'm going to click it. And so you can see here, you have some options. You can organize by folders, by designs. Those are each of the individual files creations that you've made in Canva. Plus you can see all the images and videos you've uploaded. So I'm going to just show you guys my folders. So you can see I have stock house images. These are actually images I took of houses. They're my listings and such, but I left them as stock, so I could use them again in the future. They don't necessarily need to be from a listing. My branding is over here. I have all of our team logos because I'm also our team admin, so I do all of our Canva stuff. Over here, I just have a folder for me with all of my crazy shenanigan photos so they don't get lost. We have some TKO team stuff, like this is where I put all of our business card designs, our email signatures, things like that. And I'm going to go in and show you guys what that looks like so you can see. So this is all of our team branding, team products. How nice. So I'm going to come back out to projects. So let's make a new folder. So we're going to go over on this right-hand side of the page to where it says add new. And we're going to come down to where it says folder. And then we're going to name it. What are we going to name our folder today, guys? Let's do presentations, because we all have presentations, right? And then you could share it with members of your team if you have a team that you're sharing your Canva with. I'm not going to today. These are my presentations. Okay. So now we have our empty folder here. Are we ready to move on to adding stuff to our folder? Okay. All right, so now you're going to want to go to designs. And you can scroll through your designs and eventually you'll probably find your presentations. I have 1,000 things in here. Look, there's Lawrence. Here's one. Here's one of my presentations. So if you want to go one item at a time, you can click this little 3 dots in the upper right corner. And we're going to click move to folder. And then presentations, move. So now it's in our new presentations folder. Now this makes it easy so you guys can say, well, I just want to see my presentations. Maybe I want to go back and edit them, add another one, copy, whatever. So this is how I like to use my folders. It just keeps me really organized. And I'll show you when we go back that now it's in there. Just as proof, here it is. Ta-da! What do you guys think of that? Do we like the idea of folders? They're great, right?
Yeah.
So we could do the same thing with our folders as making for pictures we just talked about. I have my stock house photos. None of these are projects. These are just images that I've already uploaded. So I went back in through my total homepage and I checked off, because you can check off more than one at a time. See? Don't do one at a time, you guys. That's the slow way. You can check them off and then see there's this icon down here. Don't click the trash can unless you're clearing out all your stuff. Click the move to folder and then you can choose a folder from here. So here's my house stock images. It's already here, so we're good. How do you guys feel about using the folder that way? Does anyone need help making a
So
folder?
when you clicked,
Yes.
that little screen popped up on my.
Yes, when you click more than one.
Okay.
Oh, yes, when you select them, even the one selected, this will pop up.
Yeah, okay.
But if you're out on the main page, you can also do one at a time. if you wanted to do this right-hand button. And you can click move to folder from there. But the fastest way is going to be doing multiples at a time. Now, if you are phone people like I am and you have Canva on your phone, I like selecting more than one thing on my phone because you can go into the option of select multiple and then just click, 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 which personally I think is faster than moving my mouse over across the screen. I don't know. I'm just faster on the phone. But so that's the idea about how to use the folders. You saw that I have a lot, and I have a lot of images. If we scroll through these, I have hundreds of images. I have logos, you can see. I have all of my cosplay branding. I have team photos. So I think it's a really great way to organize yourself, because then when we're in working on a project, let's go to Facebook event. This is one of my covers. Now we want to change this for our new project, right? We can go over here to folders. See, I came over here to projects, and you can go to your folders. I can come down to my stock house images, and I can change my picture so much faster than if I just went to uploads and I doom scrolled through all of, right? Look at this. Look at all this junk that's in here. How much scrolling do you have to do to go find the one picture? So the folders can make your Canva work a lot faster. And that's why I really wanted to share that with you guys today, because as you guys get comfortable with Canva and you start making more things, you're going to have more stuff uploaded in your Canva folder. Those uploads are going to get really long. Questions about how to make those folders or how to organize those folders? And yes. Okay, let me go back. I can go back.
When you went to something to move a bunch of anything to.
Yeah.
What were you in when you click the left side of the photo?
Oh, when I'm over here. This page is what you're.
No, what are you in?
This is in the actual editing of this file.
It's okay.
Over here, I just clicked one of my projects to give you guys a sample. This was my most recent one. All right, I'm gonna go back to home and start over. What's your name back there? We haven't met.
Sylvia.
Sylvia, how can I help?
Okay, I was fine for everybody to add folder and change and everything else. So then we got to the part where you said designs.
Yes. So you have you made anything on Canva yet?
Problems I got two different Canva. I'm in the wrong Canva.
Okay. Because if you have nothing showing up on designs, that means you haven't made anything.
I have open house open some. I have two.
Okay. And I'm totally happy to help anyone one-on-one. I also do tutoring sessions if anyone needs. Any other questions about folders? And you can put folders inside of folders same way that you do for your buyers and your listings. You can do folders inside of them. So maybe you're really particular about how you want your work to lead into itself. That's for you. That's your creative vision. All right. So we're going to come over next. I'm going to work on branding. If that's okay. Now I'm going to tell you guys something. It's a small secret. Branding, you can only do if you're paying for pro. And if you're not the team leader, you cannot add branding. So I can't actually edit this page. Tracy had to come in and do this for us, even though I'm the Canva person. But she's the team leader who has the team account. But this is where we can go to add ourselves. Oh, I have a question. I'm going to answer real quick. Can we get in touch with her for Drew? Yeah. Hi. Hi, Peggy. You can text me.
Hi, okay.
I've added my phone number.
Thank you.
Yeah. Call me, text me anytime. I want to help you guys. I want
Thank
you guys
you.
to. Yeah. So in here, this is what you're, yes. Yes, okay, so over here on this left-hand tab, I clicked the brand icon. And see how it has that little crown? That shows that it's a pro feature. So anything, if you're not on a pro feature yet, anything that has that little crown on it is technically inaccessible to you at this moment. The crown, if it has a little crown icon on it and it's like gold, it's a paid feature.
30 days.
Yeah, you could do that.
How much is it?
It depends on the kind of account you want. I think it's like $10 a month for regular people, but don't. It's $12.99 now. Okay. When I started this 2 years ago, it was 10. And I don't pay for it now. I just told the secret to everybody. Tracy does. So, so I don't know those things.
This is the super nice feature because you put your logos in there.
That's right.
Pull your colors from your photos and stuff.
That's right. I'm going to show you guys.
Drop the logo at the end for you.
That's right. So you can come in here and you can see that I'm going to show you. This is our team brand kit. So we have our logo. It pulled our colors. And we have a second color palette that we've made just in case. This was off of an older logo that we had. You can also come in here. Again, I don't have this option at the moment, but you can come in here. Maybe there's a font that you really love. You can add a font. You can add other graphics. You can add a quote. You can save so much in here if it's something that you're using over and over again. Like you could save in here. You could add in, I don't know, like, I'm the nerdiest realtor you know. That is my like tagline that I tell people. And it's so like kooky, right? But I tell it to people because I'm probably the nerdiest realtor you know. But we can add those things. We can add photos specifically to your branding. Maybe you took some really beautiful headshots and that's part of your branding. And using this just makes it one step easier beyond folders.
So I wanted to add my logo to that. How do I do that?
Yes. So you have to go to your brand kit. Okay, and on that page, you should have an add button. It might be a little plus sign.
Yep.
And then from there, you can start adding things.
So when I hit add, it says name.
Yeah, name it. What's your brand logo? Or your brand kit? Your brand logo. Do it. Succeed. Win. Do you guys have a question about branding? The use of the branding feature? Cool. All right.
That's cool.
So the next tip that I'm going to share with you guys is about templates. Now, Canva obviously comes with 1,000,000,001 templates that you can use and modify to your own liking, right? I edit one of those and then I save it and I literally have captioned it template. Like the page we were just in. This is my Facebook event template. I like it. It makes me happy. I edit this every time I need a new Facebook event. I do not make a new one over and over again. So once you find a design you really like, label it as your whatever template, save it. You can even star it. That means you're making it a favorite in your folder, so it comes to the top. And then you can just edit it every time. Now, personally, I like to keep my first one that I made that I really like clean, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add, when I come in here, I'm going to duplicate my page. And I'm going to edit the second one. So I always have my first copy that I liked the most. Then if I change something on the second copy and I decide I don't like it, I can reference back to the thing on the front that I did like. Because I'm always playing around with these things, right? Your taste is going to change. From the day that I made this to 6 months later, I'm going to be like, I don't like that anymore. But the things I did like maybe I really like this curving text around the shape. But I don't know if I also love the shape. So I might change it in the future. But at least I have my original to go back to. So that's how I make and save my own templates after I've either edited something that Canva has already made for me, which is the whole point of using Canva, or if I somehow made one that I liked on my own, save it. And you can rename it up here at the top of the page. Because Canva is going to give you, if you use it, it's going to say blue corporate minimalist. I don't know what that means. That means nothing to me. So I resaved mine as Facebook event template. It's the wrong direction. I now know. Having uploaded these to Facebook, we all know now Facebook templates have to go the long way. They have to go hot dog style, not hamburger style. Okay. Do you guys have questions about using, saving projects as templates? Yeah.
So if you know you're making something for Facebook,
Mhm.
does Canva have like a Facebook?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, let's go take a look. So you can even just come to the home page and you can either go here to social media. And now it says, look, a Facebook post. Maybe you need a Facebook cover. You can also organize by Facebook. And so these are all of the Facebook options and it knows what those shapes are. So maybe we want to make a new event cover.
Is this only on the pro?
Nope. That's everybody. Everybody gets all these. See how, look, hot dog style. So I know I have to take my old one and I have to put it on here because obviously what I had was wrong. But so now this is my new blank template.
Excuse me, we're on the side where it said social media, and
This
I think it was.
or back.
Yeah, I think it's kind of categories. I'm wondering if you put that.
Let me go back here. When I did social media.
Well, where's social media? That's what I.
Oh,
I don't know.
we're on the main page. On the main home page.
Yeah. And then I hit template. Oh, I hit template. Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
Okay. Do you see it now on the main homepage right in the middle?
Yeah, thank you.
So then you can filter. It even has LinkedIn, Instagram, but you could also type in other things like maybe you want to do a YouTube video and you need a cover. You can type in YouTube.
Yeah. And then. But I thought we were talking about templates.
We are talking about templates.
In template?
I am not in templates at the moment.
Okay.
But you could find them in templates. It's just organized differently than the homepage. I think homepage is easier.
Okay.
So we know about our Facebook cover. We're here. And you'll know these are their templates over here on this left-hand side. So if you want to edit any of these, you can. Look, here's one that says real estate. We're going to use that. I'm feeling very Christmas vibe. What? Start from 100, not here. That's right. This is why it's a template. Fill it in. This must have been pre-COVID. Very Christmassy with this little ornament in the middle. I feel like these have to have some like ornament caps on the sides.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Yeah, so over here on the left-hand side, there's this option called design. And when I just scrolled down, it's the third one down for me. It does have a crown on it. So this is a pro feature. But you can organize, you can filter. You can filter by color. And you can also scroll through for something that's not pro. let's see, I'm gonna search templates and I'm gonna do free. I think that's funny, they still come up with pro versions. But so this is how we can get a pre-made template. From here, I'm gonna edit it with my brand. So over on the left-hand side, I click brand. And so now it brought up all of my branding. I'm gonna click my color palette. Watch this, you guys. I'm gonna click shuffle. It's now automatically adding my color palette to the template. And maybe you just keep clicking it until it comes up with a palette you like. If none of them come up, something you like, I don't want to say you have a problem with your color palette. But chances are you have a problem with your color palette. And usually it's because one of the colors is hard to read on top of a similar color. That's just a design rule. So like, I don't know if anyone in here likes the color cyan, which is like that really neon light blue. That's a really hard color to put on top of any other color, unless it's a darker color. But if you have something light behind it, you're not going to read it. So there's color theory out there, and palette makers, if you need one, if you need a color palette for your personal brand, you can make one. Maybe there's a picture you really like that you found. I like Pinterest for aesthetic finding. There's a flower that I really like. I put that in a color palette maker, and that's how I got my personal color palette.
Where's the color palette maker?
It's not on Canva. It's just out in the world, and you can just Google color palette maker, and it'll ask you to upload a photo, and you can go from there. Yeah, yeah. You're jiving. Do you need a color palette?
No, I have one.
What? All right. But so I think this is a great feature that we can use to, my brand is here. Let's see if it looks better with the 4 colors instead of the 3. We're getting there. I like this. Now I'm going to add my logo, a cow. Oh, but it has white on it. What are we going to do? This is a pro feature, the background remover. And this is honestly the only reason I would personally pay for pro, because I remove the background on everything. I'm going to click background remover. I've removed the background. Now, yeah, absolutely. I'm going to undo so you guys can see. There's up here at this top, it says BG remover. I'm going to click it. It's gone. Now I can resize and drag my icon around, my logo around. Now, the sad part about this is my background and my logo are the same, so you can't even see it. So maybe I would choose a different background.
Can you shuffle again?
You can keep, yes, shuffle to your heart's content. And it's not going to change your picture. So maybe we shuffle around. Look, we can see it. We can see it. Okay. We're getting there. That's probably too much yellow for me though. So I'm going to change my colors manually and see what happens. Whoa. I didn't know that was a speckle palette. That's not for me. Here we go. All right.
How did you get to there?
So I clicked the shape, which is this wiggly line. And then up here at the top, there's these 2 blue boxes, color boxes. You click them and it opens your colors on the side. And you can click from your color palette because again, we have our brand kit uploaded. So now it's making it easy for us to choose our colors. But what if I just want to be like, I feel like beige today. Oh my goodness, the speckle is not working for me, you guys. There we go. I know. Let's Christmas. Let's do it. I'm making it Christmas themed. Oh my God. Save me. Save me, you guys. Oh, I guess that at least looks a little like glitter, but I mostly hate it, so we're gonna do this. All right, and then I'm gonna change the bottom. Oh, good, it's only one color dot. Oh yeah, we're getting there. It's Christmas, I'm feeling it. Also looks a little bit like a flag from somewhere. I'm gonna change the background to white. I mean, it's fine. I'm not even sure. Well, that looks even more like a flag from somewhere. This was clearly not what I wanted to do. We'll make it green. We'll make the picture's background red. And then it'll look like an ornament. Red ornament for Christmas. Yeah, all right. We're getting there, you guys. So you guys seeing how this works? How easy that is to change things? Whoa. Undo. Where's the undo button? Here we go. Red. What is happening in this world? There we go. All right. It's a little Christmassy. It's a little not my style, but it'll be all right. Maybe I decide I don't like it. Look, I can search for Christmas. And we can change it to something else. Christmas party. Oh, yeah. But so maybe you use this. I forgot even what template we're on. Oh, this is a Facebook event still. So maybe you have an open house, right? Use this template for your open house. Save it once you're really happy with it. And then just edit it every time with the new address or new picture for your next Facebook event. Don't recreate the wheel. Sorry, this was not my most exciting Canva class today, but I hope I hope it's helpful. Yes.
Stuff is so important because if you're doing stuff and you're posting it on social media, consistency is important for brand recognition.
That's right.
And I post a lot. That's mostly what I do around here for the new construction pages.
Mhm.
But you're selling too, so like you don't have time to invest.
Redo it every time.
Yeah, so if you just take the template, make a copy, and then make the changes that you need to, you've also just saved time.
That's right. That's right.
These are important.
And same thing about the folder. We're saving ourselves time later. I did not use the folder until I just told Keith I'm going to teach a class about folders. Okay. So I went in and made myself folders and I was like, wow, why have I not been doing this whole time? Okay. I saved myself time. I'm saving, I hope you guys time if you are consistent with your folder practice. Do you guys have any other questions about Canva? Because that was really what I had to talk about today.
I have a question back to, you said after we go to Google and we make our color palette,
Yeah.
could you upload that to this to where it would be usable in the same idea as branding if you're not allowed?
Yes, that's a great question. Let's do it. I happen to have my personal color palette saved. Let's go over here to projects and see if we can find it. Which folder did I save it in? Now that's the real question. It's probably going to be under my Cosplay Realtor. Here it is. So see, I scroll down this right here. This is the color palette that I saved for myself. So you're just going to drop your palette somewhere on your page. Okay. And then you're going to click your palette. I have my color codes on here. So if I needed to copy and paste them somewhere, maybe on a different website where I'm working with my color palette and I can't edit it like I do on Canva, I still have my codes. But what I'm actually going to do is minimize and get as much of the white out of here as possible because I don't want white to be a color that transfers into my project, right? And ideally, if you could maybe have a friend with a background remove option, remove the background, that would be a great way to save your color palette. Or have no white, have all of the colors butting up against each other. So what we're going to do, I'm going to choose these three little dots, the more icon. We are going to scroll down. There's this button here that says apply colors to page. Okay, you guys ready? Pow! A color palette. And I didn't even need to pay for a branding kit. That was the whole class today. How to use Canva free with all of the bonus options. And you can do that again if you're like, oh, maybe I didn't love that one. You just scroll down, apply colors, changed it again. And you can keep going until you like it or fiddle with it as needed. Yeah. Does that answer? You got the question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said you made your color palette somewhere else? Though?
I did. Let's go. Google
So it doesn't
color.
have to have those color codes that you had next to it.
You don't need them. But they're
Canva.
helpful. You don't need them, but they're helpful because Canva will pick them up for you. But maybe you guys have something like I have what's called Linktree on my social media. And I like to change the colors of the background on Linktree and I want them to match my branding. So now I have the code that I can put in instead of dragging around on that rainbow wheel, trying to find the match. So here is, you can, let's see, apparently Canva has a new color palette generator that I've never seen before. Let's try it. Upload an image. Do we have images on here?
You can upload your.
We're gonna go upload our own.
You can upload them.
I'm gonna save this image. No, let's go find flower. And I don't know, guys, what color palette should we make? Let's go with this red one. This is pretty, right? I'm gonna save it. Is that okay, Keith, if I save this? All right. I'm gonna save it on the desktop so I can find it later. Flower palette. See what happens. All right, we're gonna upload an image. Flower palette, go. Here's our image. It made us a color palette at the bottom. Pow! I've opened the doors.
But literally, if you have a logo, you could upload your logo to that.
You could upload your logo if you.
Logo
That's right.
like that.
Yeah. If you
Try
have.
demo image.
Try another image.
Just click try demo image. See what it does.
Oh, try demo image. Oh, okay.
Very cool.
Beige.
So you literally could just, if you're bored, you
Beige.
got a color palette.
You could, yeah.
Just click through those.
Beige.
Feeling judged, it's like you're judging.
Guys, I hate beige. Not beige. Yes, I'd use it. I really hate beige. I met the cutest clients yesterday, and their biggest complaint is they want to buy new construction and everything is gray. I'm like, but Grace, everyone says it's agreeable. Everybody likes gray, and they're like, it is not agreeable. We like beige, and I'm like, my heart. That's pretty. But anyway, so look at that. It's taking a picture and it's pulling the greatest colors from it. So your logo, maybe you've had someone design your logo. Or maybe you need someone to design a logo and you don't have that color palette to give them because they're going to ask, what colors do you want? And it's really hard to just say blue, right? There's a lot of different blues out there. But I thought that was fun, uploading the image that maybe inspires us. Like I said, I found a flower. Oh, this is pretty. I'm going to use this one. I'm just going to save a bunch of flowers to the desktop and blah, blah, blah. But so look at that. Now you don't even have to go to another website. You can just go to Canva and make your own color palette. And then you can look at that. I love that. I'm changing my whole style to this. Except I really hate gray.
It's Mamba.
It's Mamba. Yes, that's right.
That great.
There is. Yeah. But yeah, so that's the best way I think to get around pro version in terms of using a brand kit. If you make a folder with your logos in it, keep your color palette in there. You can just add your color palette. It's an extra step to put it on the page like we talked about. But once you've decided, oh, I like that, you just remove the palette and now you're back to where you were as if you had clicked the branding on the side tab.
So if we did that Canva color palette.
Yeah. I bet we can save it. Palette. Let's see what happens. And then we're going to go to design. We're going to upload. Going to upload a file. Canva cheated me out of my color palette. Oh, but it says, oh, look, it says copy, guys. So you could copy your colors. All right, I'll show you how to make a color palette. All right. I'm just gonna go for, I just need a, I don't even need.
Whiteboard.
No, I don't want a whiteboard. I just want a blank create. No, I just want blank. Where's the fucking create new button? Pardon my language. They've moved the whole thing around. And now I don't know where anything is. Instagram square. Here we go. All right, so we have a blank page. You come over to elements. We're going to make a shape. All right. That's funny. All right, it copied the text. So we're going to go up to our color. We're going to type in the number we just copied. Bam. Delete. All right. I'm going to duplicate. I'm going to make another one. I'm going to come back, copy, color. I'm going to replace this with the new one. Oh, there it is. Look, and it's even giving us these cute color palettes that go with the color we entered. I'm going to make another one. All right, skip you. No gray. Bam. There we go. So that is how I just went in. And now, I mean, if I put the gray on there, it can be this sad little.
What did you get to the page that you're on right now?
I just made a new square, which I use the Instagram template. Just a blank new Instagram. There, gray.
That's very purple. It's very purple.
On y'all's page on my computer, it is gray. I like it better here.
So did you go in new design to get the blank page?
Yes. So it's just a blank. Now you can save this. You can save it as, color palette. We're going to call it 1 because you never know how many color palettes you're going to make in your career. My brain can't handle them being different. Now they're not going to fit. Gonna be mad about it for a while. It's fine. It's fine. It's not for real. It's for show. Do you guys have questions about creating this palette?
Until I try to do it.
Yeah. And that's okay. Call me if you need me. So now that this is saved, you have a color palette that you can feed off of. To drag it and drop it now in a new page, save this on your computer as a PNG or JPEG, and then re-upload it as an image to Canva. And now you can drop it on any of your designs to add the color.
And it'll drop those colors in.
Just like we did. You do that right click or 3 buttons, and then at the bottom.
Can you go over how you found the color palette again?
Yeah, I literally Googled color palette generator. And Canva. Canva apparently has it. Let's see, home, colors, color. Let's see if we can find it. Home. I don't see colors. They've already led us astray. Color palette. Nope, you've led us astray. Change the. Oh, I bet
wonder if it's under templates.
Probably in apps. Apps. Color palette. Interesting. They have options here. No, what all I did was I had Googled color palette generator, and Canva was the second one that came up.
It's under styles. It says.
Okay.
See if that-
Color wheel. I just want to see what the know what colors look good together. Oh, how cute. It shows you complementary colors.
The only thing with trying to find the color wheel, that's kind of what I was doing. But
Yeah.
it gives you a color or like you can pick one color, but then it gives you some other random color
On the color wheel?
on the color wheel. So like you just pulled up purple and it gave or blue and it gives you red. And then that's
Yeah.
what you save. So I don't understand. I mean, you can choose complementary or you can choose whatever those are, but it
Yeah.
doesn't give you the option to pick 4 colors or 3 colors or whatever.
I thought that other one did.
Oh, I see.
The color palette one, if you Google it, pulled up 4 different colors.
If you go to
From the image.
under design and style, it gives you many palettes too.
Yes, you can use your own. You can find them. Here we go. Design
And then style.
and styles. And there's, look, it even
Based on your photo.
used mine. They have their own color palettes here already. If you like any of these, use these. I'm going to click one. I'm going to click this one with the same. Oh. I'll live with that one. Pink. Okay. All right. Peggy, that was you on the line. I feel like I'm talking to the radio. Did that answer your question?
Oh, I didn't have a question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Someone had a question.
Yeah, it was me. And
Oh,
yeah,
hi.
you did answer it. Thank you.
Okay, great. Okay, great. Yay. All right. Anybody else? Okay, great. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. If, like I said, if you guys need some one-on-one help, you want some tutoring, I am always here to help. Add me to your phone book. Ready? I'm going to tell you my number. First of all, my name is Caitlin. Caitlin.
What did I?
The only right way. Jackson. Not with an X. And then my number is 919-207-7739. Text me, please. Caitlin, Caitlin Jackson. You guys can call or text me, ask me questions anytime, add me on the web. I'm here to help. Let's see, chat button. Thank you. You are welcome. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
And I don't know if everybody was listening to our conversation before the class, but Caitlin will be back on October 30th, day before Halloween. She's expecting those in attendance to dress up.
It's mandatory, okay?
And
Without a costume.
we're gonna do a prize, I believe, for best costume. We'll have
Yes.
so fun.
What's the class? What's the theme?
Oh, we don't know yet.
I haven't decided, probably some social media related course. If you guys have questions or ideas, please let us know. I'll teach anything I can.
Yes, please, if you want to private message me on the
Yeah.
school website of anything,
Yeah.
anything y'all would like to see, we're filling out November and December right now.
I
Yeah.
would love to know where you get content for social media. Like what's the best place to get content for social media? Because I have the hardest time finding things for social media.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'd love to talk about that with you guys.
There's lists out there.
There are lists. There are lists. My short answer will totally defeat the purpose of the class, but it's going to be your fellow real estate agents.
October 9th, I'm doing a class using the resources in the MLS to generate material for social media. So info sparks and stuff like that. So that'll kind of help. I believe it's Haley. Is that who I'm talking
Yeah,
to?
it is. Yeah. And it's just mostly trying to, I don't want to copy anything verbatim. or
Yeah.
if it's okay to copy things, or I don't know. I'm like, I'm not really sure. I have a really hard time with social media.
Yeah, October 9th, you'll definitely want to hang out, because like I said, we'll be generating some graphics and stuff off stuff with the MLS. And then next week, we've got Lisa Penny, who's gonna be talking about some behind the scenes of affordable housing, meaning, things that lenders can do, grants and other things to help more buyers that may need some options of helping with down payment assistance or other options like that. So it'll be very informative of thinking outside the box, working with buyers to help the affordability situation. So that'll be next Wednesday. Make sure y'all grab some sandwiches. Appreciate y'all hanging out.
Thank you.
Yes, Cindy, what's up?
504 open, 540, sorry, today.
Okay, good luck.
Yes,
You gonna go to it, it's gonna save me time.
it should.
Good luck.
I actually go.
Let me know. It's shave off. I wonder how that money gonna come. I always say it's not worth it until I've got it. And then I'm like, right now in Holly Springs, right on 540 room. Yes.
I just wonder if you can clean those.
That's what I saw some people write online, like, gonna take a couple weeks almost for. Oh. No.
Are you on Tracy's? Are you?
I sure am.
540. So. Take long.
Is she here or no?
She's not here today, or whatever event is happening today.
Yeah, I don't know when this week was like, how they're. Yeah, I don't know what the.
Oh, wow, I actually board a realtor much better.
Ladies, thanks for hanging out. My name's Keith. Sam.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for hanging out.
Saw your Facebook.
Awesome. It's awesome. We're here, like I said, every Wednesday. We try to just change up. All kinds of right there. Topics and stuff that would be of value. So. And then of course, if you saw, it out one week, you can jump on Zoom. It's the same link every. So.
There you are. Down 50, you should be able to exit left and go toward that.
And it will say west.
Yes.
Actually, they not say west, because those.
Makes-
what's it?
It'll tell you the city. All the ones that I've seen that I've driven by have, and they don't mention anything funny.
I have to get on 540 to get where I'm going, but usually I go down 40, and I think I get on 440 and then. I